Let's be honest. Saying yes to our loved ones can be the reason why we say no to our biggest dreams. And for me, it almost cost me the business that I was birthed to build. So if you're building something sacred, this video is for you. Welcome to the channel. My name is Ashley. If you're new here, big welcome to you. Huge thank you to the community that isn't new here. But for those that are new, maybe this is your first time meeting me, so let me introduce myself. My name is Ashley, and on this channel, Ashley in Africa, I share my experience of living and doing business across the continent of Africa. I help people diversify their real estate and financial investments across Eastern and Southern Africa the way that smart money does, legally, strategically, and with on-the-ground support that most people don't know exists. And so if this type of content resonates with you, be sure to like the video and share it with someone who finds value in it. Yeah, saying yes to the people that I loved almost cost me everything, including this beautiful life that I now live in my dream city, in my dream country, on my dream continent. And if you have ever experienced doing something that most people didn't understand while building a life, a family, a legacy, a career that the people you love didn't understand, well, this video is for you. This is an experience that I've been having over the last, I'd say, month or two, very intensely, where boundaries have been something that has had to happen within my business, my lifestyle, and even some of my relationships. And while this is work that I thought I had already done, a few people attempted to cross those boundaries, and it was up to me to essentially enforce them in ways that still provided grace, but also required accountability. And it almost cost me. It almost cost me my peace. It almost cost me everything that I built up until this point. And I'd say if we were to take it a step back 5 years ago, when I decided that I wanted to live this life, it was something I knew I couldn't share with most people. In fact, I didn't share it with most people. I shared it with a select few people. Most people were very accepting and very supportive, but then there was another group of people that couldn't understand my why. And a lot of people wanted me to give in to those select few people. A lot of people said, you're not gonna be able to do this alone. You're not gonna be able to do it without the support of this person and without the support of this person. And why would you do it if you don't have the support of this person? And had I given in, I would have lost everything, my purpose, my fulfillment, my legacy. And so it cost me a lot emotionally. It cost me isolation. It cost me acceptance. It cost me the things that most people are really comfortable with: validation, approval, and it cost me relationships. But what it gained, what I won, what I gained from it, what I experienced in return has been relationships with friends that are my family for real. Freedom from the system that wants us to stay the same for their sake. Freedom from environments that aren't serving me and no longer serving my legacy. And wisdom to know that everything that I thought I knew, I don't. And so if you're building something sacred, you have to be comfortable with saying no. You have to be comfortable with the isolation, the moments where most people will not understand and most people will not even accept. And it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you the comfort of being liked, the comfort of being understood, and the comfort of being normal, because this path is not normal. And once you decide to accept that most people are not going to understand you, and in fact, the people that benefit from you staying the same, staying exhausted, staying broken, staying people-pleasing, doing the things for everyone else and nothing for yourself. Oh, but when you step into putting you first, and your desires first, and your dreams first, and your vision, and what you want first, those people are gonna be a little uncomfortable with that version of you. What does that look like? What does that look like for you? Because for me, it looked like liberation. It looked like reclaiming my power, reclaiming what I was really meant to do on this earth. And now I protect my energy and I protect my vision, knowing that if you aren't serving my highest good, you're not welcome here, right? If you're not serving the highest good of my children and my family and my legacy, you're not welcome here. And so when you're building something sacred, especially something tied to something so alternative like building businesses and bridges to the continent of Africa, you've got to have boundaries in place, because people are going to try to distract you, deter you, and destroy you. People that I've never met, people that have known me my whole life, have attempted to shift the legacy that I'm building. And it's been because of boundaries, and it's also been because of fruit. Because the fruit is here, it is clear, and it is available. And in fact, our latest fruit, the Africa Relocation Roadmap, something that I've been building quietly over the last couple of months in the midst of the chaos, in the midst of people attempting to destroy, distract, and deter, is a love letter to the me 5 years ago that didn't have the step-by-step roadmap, that didn't have a community of like minds that could support my vision, that didn't have the ways to not make the very costly mistakes that I made. This app, the Africa Relocation Roadmap, answers the top 3 questions that most people ask me, which is, I really want to move to Africa, but I don't know where to start. I've got some DNA linking me to Nigeria, but I don't know what it's like there. I don't know what the cost of living is. I don't know what schools are available. I don't even know if that's fitting for my lifestyle. But I also want to go to South Africa, but how much money do I need to live a certain quality of life? And what is the process to stay there long term? Like, how do I access residency or citizenship? All of these answers are available to you for free on the Africa Relocation Roadmap. You get all of that. And if you decide that you want to take it another step further by accessing community of like minds, well, then you join us inside the community. But either way, you're going to get a load of resources that are for information purposes only, and some research that I've done that I wish I would have had. But just know that regardless of whether or not this exact roadmap is for you, if you have a desire to do something and build something sacred, you can do it. But what's required of you is probably the thing that you're most afraid of. But if you're willing to do what is scary, the other side of that is likely a life that you could have never dreamed of. So if you found this content valuable, please be sure to like it, share it with someone else who you know would find value in it, and subscribe if you feel like you want to join us in this community. I'd be honored to have you. Until the next video, I'll see you soon.